Hey everybody, what is up? It's I, Link, coming at you with a little bit of Twisted Fate gameplay. Sorry for no video yesterday, it was Mother's Day, so I really wasn't able to record Monday's video. Although, this video, I actually have to say, is going to be worth both of them. One, it's a little bit longer than most gameplays, and two, I actually picked up a brand new champion like I do every Monday, and I played him relatively well. This is my first game as Twisted Fate here. I can't click on him. My first game is Twisted Fate here. It's kind of interesting how he plays, his playstyle, especially from his pick a card, which, as you can see here, blue card gives him mana back, the red card slows and has an AoE effect, and the gold card stuns, which is really good. His Q is wild cards, which isn't actually a cone. If you can see right here, it gives this big circle. It gives you this. There's actually no cone. So it's kind of hard to actually predict where it is until you get good with him. Stack Deck is a passive. Every 4 attacks he does extra damage. This actually works really well with a hybrid on him. If you hybrid him, it really works well with his W and his E. His Q mostly scales off of mana, but hits like a truck, so what can you do? Having Ignite, because he has his own sustain with his mana, so it's really not necessary. I'm running through his quotes right now and seeing what he can do. Up top we have a Fiora and a Caitlyn with a interesting name. And then down bot we have a Garen and a Varus, who has been overplayed since he's came out. It's like every game I'm in, there's a Varus. Okay, so let's speed this up as I show you that oh look, a Varus. I actually use my Q early game to farm. Not my brightest idea. I actually start realizing that it's going to suck up a lot of my mana, so I start playing a lot more passive. Their jungle. Who is their jungle? They have a jungle Shaco, which is kind of bad. Now this Varus actually playing relatively well. Me almost falling for his trap, him getting quick level 2 and harassing me, and me throwing my cards back, trying to do some damage as he doesn't really let me. Popping a health potion really quite early, putting a point to pick a card so I can have that advantage on him, as he has his hail of arrows and his blight on him. I don't understand why he didn't start with his Q. That would have been able to harass me much more. His Q and then his E and then his W. Getting some nice last hits here. Mundo being pushed back to his tower by both of those. And they're doing some nice damage to him. I think this is where Fiora picks up first blood. Yes, it is. And she gets away without... Nope, she dies. Anyway, this is about Twisted Fate. And also, speaking of, he dies down here as Garen goes in there trying to kill the Caitlyn. Caitlyn does not die, but she pops her summoner heal, goes against Varus, and grabs a double kill. Varus stabs himself. Anyway, me mid, the only one on my team, besides Caitlyn, that hasn't died yet. Doing relatively well. I'm doing pretty well with my CS on the front of that. Not sure why I didn't pick up that minion. Him finally picking up his Q so he can harass me. Using the wrong card in the pick a card. Being low, I'm going to pop a health potion and just kind of idle around. Shaco does kill our Caitlyn because her traps really can't do much to him unless he hits him while he's stealth. Now, right here, I'm really low and I'm like, nope, I am not going back. That's just dumb to stay there. He does force me out of lane a couple times, but going back with 4 health potions in my boots. Fiora getting killed by the Shaco yet again, as Mundo gets some free farm as he pushes forward. As Caitlyn comes by and tries to do some damage. Me still being pushed back to my turret by this Varus, which the tides do change. Not really, I mean we're down by 3 kills and I'm underfarmed as a mid. Varus has a big advantage on me. Down bot we have our Varus doing some pretty good work with the Garen, keeping everyone else at bay. Me getting pushed back and taking some damage. Slowly learning how pick a card works and how my wild card works. Although Fiora picking up a kill, Shaco going in there, picking up Caitlyn. And then Fiora ultimate and gets a Shaco. Okay, now we're back to mid where I actually go use my yellow card, and honestly I don't know what it is. It says gold, I think it's yellow, whatever. I flash in, hit my yellow card with him, and completely knock him out. Now going back with about 1k gold. I want to pick up 2 Doran rings and a health potion. Doran rings are mostly for the extra mana and ability power. The health is just a bonus because I could easily I can easily out-sustain him when it comes to health, since he does scale slower on health than Twisted Fate does, which is quite interesting. There's really not much to talk about, although Shaco down bot using his ultimate, picking up a quick kill on our Garen, and forcing our Varus back, although Varus doesn't want to have it, so he's going to play very defensively as his Caitlyn's at his turret, trying to pick up a couple minions, but not really able to. Garen now back, he's going to return, as Garen's going to come in from the side and do some damage to Caitlyn. She's going to flash away, and Fiora dives turret for a Mundo kill, and I get slain as I walk away with Varus' arrow attacking me. There's me making a very sarcastic comment in chat. There were really no MIAs this whole game. Up top, Shaco killing the Caitlyn, and Fiora trying her best to get away, and Twisted Fate dying down bot to a Varus. Although we do go after this Varus, doing relatively well. He does get away, I think. No, he doesn't. He gets sandwiched in between everyone, and picked up by Fiora, who is going to start walking back to top. There's Twisted Fate now in mid, so this is actually quite interesting. It's actually AD Twisted Fate versus AP. Trying my best to stay away from them. Not able to. Mundo with his ultimate. Too strong. Too strong. Although it was relatively dumb on my part to stay there that long, I do pick up a Cage's lucky pick, mostly for the increased gold and the ability power, which is all it offers. Using my ultimate to get right back out to lane, which is something I did quite a bit because it just felt necessary. It's like a free teleport when you're still in laning phase. Fiora being shut down by Mundo. Mundo now chasing this Caitlyn, doing some nice damage. She walking over her own trap, trying to lead him into it. He under turret, gets killed by turret, and no one is awarded the kill because no one hit him once. Me and this Varus in lane yet again. Me trying to sustain as I ping that he's low, and hopefully someone will come and get him. Garen gets picked up by Twisted Fate. He's now sandwiched between both of them. Gets stunned with gold card, and they drop their turret. Me and this Varus canceling each other out, as you can just see right there. His arrow was through the sky, I threw my cards, and we killed each other. Picking up a Meki Pendant and an Amplifying Tome. Pinging at my turret that there's a Shaco there. So I start running out, and I actually do use my ultimate so I can get there even quicker. Keep in mind that the timing is off because it is low replay, and it's still really, really buggy. I wish that actual League of Legends would have this feature implemented. Using my pick a card and trying to land some shots on them. I do hit both Mundo and Twisted Fate. Now there's going to be a small team fight as Fiora comes in from the back, do some damage, kills the Twisted Fate, underneath the turret, gets killed by Caitlyn, Mundo, and Shaco. As they all roll out back to the turret. She says it's worth it. I honestly don't think she did. It is. Me flashing to make some room on Mundo, going back a little bit further. Shaco right there, doing some damage to me. Not much I can do. I throw back my cards, hitting everyone. Caitlyn and I sitting here, me with my gold card ready, seeing her ultimate try and get behind Caitlyn. Him going in there with his ulti, trying to pick me up, but it actually hits our Caitlyn. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm staying out here for too long, and I get quickly picked up by a Varus arrow. That hurt. Okay, we're going to speed this right up. Me actually picking up health potions because I think laning phase is going to continue. Then I'm like, nope. So I actually sell them and get a Fiendish Codex because I'm building toward a Morello's, which is something that really helps Twisted Fate. What Morello's does, for those of you who don't know, it shuts down people like Mundo, and it also, well, with the new patch, it shuts down people like Mundo and APE, but besides that, it also gives me cooldown reduction and more mana regeneration, which allows me to spam all my abilities, like pick a card, which shouldn't have it has a 4-second right now. Quickly picking up Mundo after he overextends, trying to kill me. I'm running back, go sit in the bush, trying to return, because I know that Shaco's around here somewhere. Then I realize he's bot. Picking up our Fiora is Varus, and that Garen's sitting there scared, getting seen by everyone, quickly gets out of there as I come back to help and defend against him. I do pick up Sorcerer Shoes because there's actually, I'm not sure, no, low replay wasn't on at the time, but there was a game where I didn't get boots until the 45-minute mark. Like, we were at their Nexus, and I'm like, oh, I don't have boots. It was kind of funny. Actually, I think I might have that replay. I'm not sure. I'll have to look through. Well, one thing I do when I'm on weekends is I actually play a ton of games, and I pick out maybe 2 of the best ones and show those throughout the week, along with the dailies. Like, today is a daily. I played this earlier today. Anyway, What the heck was that sound? Anyway, saying anyway like 4 more times. Back to the action. Varus trying to do some damage to me, harassing me pretty well. Me out of mana, trying for all that regeneration to help. I mean, 33 regeneration. Kind of ridiculous. Now it's 38, which is pretty good for Twisted Fate. I mean, 30, that means every 5 seconds, almost every 8 seconds. Although, going into a team fight here, Varus' ultimate going and chaining from everyone, we get some nice hits, and we realize that there's a Mundo here. I flash to kind of lock him in, use my gold card, slowing him down, and letting my team unleash on him as we let Caitlyn get the kill. Now with... I actually forgot to use my Morellos there. Now with my blue card, you're going to pick up some more mana and try and harass this Caitlyn once more. We're about halfway through, and it is the 20-minute mark, so I'm actually going to wait until after we all return and disperse again before I go through the builds. As I actually start getting hurt a lot by all of them. They actually follow me back, just so that they know I'm safe. Although, if we do go back, we do see them pushing back our lanes. Fiora and Shaco having a small fight up top. Not really interesting. I mean, Shaco gets away trying, but all 3 of them appear up there. Fiora gets quickly picked up by everything. And we do lose a turret. As I go after the Varus. Varus stops, I throw my cards, and I pick up a kill. Had my gold card ready and everything. Now, me and Garen are completely out of position. Throw back my cards, kill some minions. And we see that they're both here. I get my gold card ready, and I see the Twisted Fate. I try to hit them, and I realize it's kind of helpless. They know where I am, so I start running forward. And I just contemplate how long I'm going to keep this gold card. I don't have the gold card anymore, so I actually keep running. And I think I do turn around, throw that. Yes, I do. He does slow me, but Varus comes in with his arrow to scare him away. And Caitlyn's coming in from top. Woo, there's no times to break for the 20-minute builds. Actually, I think I'm just going to unlock the camera and put it right about here. There we go. Okay. Caitlyn, already with a Bloodthirster at level 11, instead of actually building something like an Infinity Edge, she has Berserker Greaves and a Doran's, which is pretty good. Fiora with a Wriggle's Lantern, Bloodthirster, and a Frozen Mallet, doing relatively well. 9 kills, I mean, she's not going to carry us at all. No, that'd make too much sense. The Varus, already picking up an Infinity Edge and a Vampiric Scepter with Berserker Greaves. Garen, Frozen Mallet, and Boots of Speed, or level 3 boots. Or Boots of Swiftness. So he can do some CC. Me with the lowest amount of kills next to the Varus, with a Sheen, a Morello's, Sorcerer's Shoes, and that. Fiora being way out of position, getting killed, and Garen trying to run away for his life. As we see, most of the team's going after him. I do ulti so that they can see where he is. Although this Garen, I don't think makes it out alive. He's got some pretty decent health. He uses his slow, or uses his speed up. Varus uses his ultimate, doing some damage. I run in there, not knowing why, throwing my cards, hitting everyone, hitting that Twisted Fate for like 300 damage. I'm gonna have to say it is. Going in, trying to hit them with all my arrows. Caitlyn going in there, trying to put down a trap. Not much we can do. We're just firing in all our long-range attacks. They're both sitting in there. Garen goes after the Mundo. Not really sure why. The Twisted Fate's right there. Varus and Twisted Fate pick up an easy kill as they go, and they actually pick up my Varus as well. I realize it's kind of hopeless. I'm going to turn around, use my cards, yes? No, I'm just trying to run for as long as I can. Varus actually picks up that Twisted Fate. I was just kind of dead there. Anyway, let's cover the enemy team builds as Varus gets picked up by our Fiora. He's going to start raging and chat about that. Fiora actually going after Mundo now, which he does get slowed by his cleaver. And I'm pretty sure he gets away. Yes, he does. They're Caitlyn, running a completely different build, actually. Double Doran's, Berserker Greaves, and working on our Infinity Edge. Shaco, Wriggle's Lantern, attack speed. What looks like he's going for the Madrid's Blood Razors. Fiora staying up way too long and getting picked up. Twisted Fate with Boots of Swiftness, a Bloodthirster, a Zeal, and a second dagger. Varus going hybrid with a Ginsu's Rage Blade. It looks like he's building a Madrid's Blood Razors, which I don't understand because the only tanky people are Garen. That's it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm waiting to buy items. I'm actually working on getting a can't remember the name. Lichbane. There we go. Anyway, they're Mundo with Merc Treads, Spirit Visage, and working toward his Warmogs. Okay, that's pretty much the builds. A little late, but better late than never. Anyway, we're going to see this Mundo, him pretty much unstoppable. I mean, we're trying our hardest to get him down, and he really won't budge. This is actually looking pretty grim on us. We're down 8 kills. I mean, we're going to be down 9. Although, I am going to have this 1v1 with this Twisted Fate and win with very little health, using my Ignite for no good reason, because I do overkill him. Now, Fiora completely out of position, parries, and runs into the bush to juke, gets hit by his cleaver, turns around, and starts unleashing on him, but quickly dies. As their Varus, that's our Varus. Is that our Varus? That's our Varus. Shaco actually does take our top turret right here. And he's pretty much going to push through. I actually go in there with my ultimate and clear that up. They actually contemplate surrender. I voted no, because I knew that we had a very, very, very slight chance of winning. And by that I mean I was about to give up. Anyway, being able to push lane as Twisted Fate is actually quite fun and easy. Especially with his Q just ripping through everything. Mundo admiring Mundo's muscles, apparently. Really, this is some idle time right here. Not much to really talk about. I mean, Mundo is going to try. I'm going to engage and at least try to lower him. Me and Varus doing some pretty nice damage and quickly picking up with Fiora. As Caitlyn is now down bot, killing our Caitlyn. We are all going to go after her. Garen's going to go in there, hit her with the Rylai's, and Fiora's going to go in there. I'm going to trap her in, and we're going to quickly pick her up. As Shaco tries backdooring another turret, Garen teleports in and goes after the Shaco. He realizes that he's too far and doesn't continue to pursue, although Varus does get picked up by Fiora as Garen contemplates Baron, which I'm not sure if we go and do. Someone plops down a ward. I think it was Fiora. She plops down her Wriggles, yeah. We do go and look for Shaco. I use my ultimate so we can see where Shaco's whereabouts are. He knows that we see him, and he's going to play very defensively. Although I am right there, not sure what I was doing. I missed my ultimate, or I missed my pick-a-card when I picked it, so I wasn't able to do it. Okay. As you can see, we're around the 30-minute mark here, and we get into a small team fight over here by Dragon. Fiora getting shut down by the Mundo, and everyone focusing Mundo. I mean, I'm guilty of this too, but there's no one else here, so we're going to focus the Mundo. Healing 106. Not using my Morellos right now, which is kind of interesting on my part. Garen picking up their Twisted Fate, and Mundo now between everyone as that Varus keeps juking in and out of the bush doing some damage. No one really knows except that Caitlyn does turn on Varus, which allows all of us to see him, and we quickly go and rip through him, getting hit by his ultimate multiple times, picking up a blue buff somewhere. And I think I return. Yes, I do. But Shaco out of nowhere just goes in. Now going after our Varus, picks up our Varus. Garen barely getting away with his life. One thing about Twisted Fate is that he has really good defense when it comes to scaling. I mean, I do have a Lich Bane, which does help a lot with things like pick a card. Also, I do use my ultimate to get back out to lane, which I actually do a lot during this whole entire gameplay. Morellos is also for my ultimate and pick a card. Pick a card only has a 4-second cooldown, and it takes the card after picked. Come on. Come on, pick a card. There we go. I think it takes about 4 seconds for it to dissipate. We do pick up a Varus and we do pick up a quick Mundo, and then we go in our turret, we get a Shaco, as Shaco does pick up our Fiora. Caitlyn all by herself, me returning, and our Caitlyn going in there doing some damage, but almost getting picked up by a turret. Varus, like a boss, taking her ultimate, turning on her, and picking it up for the ace. Very, very good on Varus's part. I actually ping that I'm going down bot to go and clear that up, while our two AD carries are going to push that turret. But it looks like the Varus and the Mundo are going to be up soon. Mundo with Ghost, so it'll be quite interesting if he actually gets out there in time. Varus already up, Mundo up, Twisted Fate going to be up soon. Shaco and Caitlyn now are still down, so they do have another few seconds to push. Now with him up and them both low, he does ulti our Caitlyn, goes in, tries to do some damage. Our Varus sees if he can outdo him, but Mundo's there, and Mundo quickly kills him. We're down about 8 kills. Me doing some farming, getting some nice CS while I wait, and not really much I can talk about here, because there's not much to talk about. our builds have progressed quite a bit, and I think I'll run through a quick build with it. Caitlyn working on her Infinity Edge now. Fiora working on her... I don't really know what she's working on. Frozen Mallet. Okay. She's working on a Frozen Mallet. Varus picked up an Executioner's Blade. Don't know why he did that. I can't remember what it does. Oh, the Grievous Wound. That's also what a Morello's does. It reduces healing effects. Varus picking up that and a Phantom Dancer. Garen getting Thornmail and a Chain Vest. Me getting a Chain Vest and a Lichbane. The reason I pick up the Chain Vest is I'm about to build can't remember the name. Give me a second. A Zhonya's Hourglass. There we go. I'm going to pick up a Zhonya's Hourglass because they have way too much AD in their team, and I realize it's just about time I get some. I mean, they're all AD, which is something I never really noticed. That Varus does run hybrid, so it doesn't count. But their Caitlyn picking up her Infinity Edge, Zeal, our Caitlyn dying to Shaco. Shaco getting his Madrid's Blood Razors and a second pair of Phantom Dancers by the look of it. Twisted Fate on their team picking up a pickaxe. Me going back here, Shaco blinking, and we go after Shaco as we see him in the bush. Garen trying to be in front of me with my glowy hands. Run after him, but we realize it's futile. As we see the Mundo, we are going to go. I'm going to use pick a card, hit the wrong card, and still do some nice damage. We dodge the Varus arrow, and we all get hit by his ultimate. I get picked up as our Varus is about to kill the other Varus, but he has to flash away as the Mundo goes after the Varus. But Garen not letting that happen, using his merry-go-round attack to go after this Mundo. Mundo getting hit by turret, and Mundo looks like Mundo might not make it out. Mundo is running for his life from Garen as Fiora is chasing down the Shaco. But can this Garen make it? He is going to. He's going to be merry-go-rounding, spinning to win, and does he get the kill? That Mundo on very low health, and gets the kill. Right. That was a really good fight. Mundo hit the Warmogs and Atma's Pillar, which got nerfed, which is quite interesting. Fiora going, or no, that's not Fiora, that's both of them, yeah. Me pinging that we have to go to the inhibitor while they're all down, except Shaco. I mean, it's just Shaco. Let's see, where did I leave off? Oh, Varus still hybrid, going after an Infinity Edge, and Mundo with a Chain Vest, another Giant's Belt, and a Warmogs, along with Atma's Impaler, which yet again, since it's nerf, is still not worth it. I mean, yes it is, because it's armor. For the critical strike chance, that might get rid of that and put something else in there. I'm going to unlock the camera because there's a small team fight about to erupt. We can speed up now. We're all going to actually head to Baron right now, and I'm going to be down bot, picking up some CS. I do use my ultimate so I can show them where the positions are. And their Twisted Fate realize this and starts attacking. Their Shaco gets quickly picked up by us as we all disperse from Baron as they do steal it. Me coming from behind this Varus, realizing that I'm not making it out alive, I'm going to blink to the bushes and try and make a break for it. Throwing back my cards, trying to come back with the team as Caitlyn is doing some damage to everyone. There's Varus sitting right here, me hitting him with a gold card, going back, hitting with my wild cards, and me and Caitlyn picking him up with a nice amount of burst damage. Me running in there, trying to hit that, realizes I missed, get hit by a lot of crap, get hit by her Yordle trap, and then have to run away. Now with enough for my next item, a really good item, but Mundo decides to ruin my party. At least it's not corporate Mundo. Anyway, Garen quickly picking up a kill on Mundo with his ultimate, and Varus and Fiora killing that Caitlyn. Me picking up my Zhonya's Hourglass with quite a bit of ability power in between these two items. I actually think the next... Yeah, they wasted Baron. We start closing the gap on kills here, which is quite cool. The reason I picked up the Zhonya's Hourglass is because if they start focusing me, I can just pop it on and just sit there for a second, and hopefully they'll be killed by my team, or they'll just forget about me and keep walking. Or they'll just waste some AoE abilities. Anyway, they quickly kill the Garen as Fiora goes in there, going after the Twisted Fate, killing him. And we do take their inhibitor. Now with about two of them up, there's Shaco and their Varus. Their Varus is actually underleveled. They're going to do some pretty good damage to us. We walk back as Varus is having fun with all our free minions. Not much we can really do at this point. I am picking up 2 cloth armors, which actually shows what I'm building next, which I'm not sure actually what I do build next. I think I was building a Frozen Heart, believe it or not. Or was I building a Randuin's? No, I was building a Frozen Heart. Not sure why. Oh, it's because I ran out of ideas. I should have gotten Abyssal Scepter or Rabadons. Either way, it's going to make me much more tanky toward them. We're going to speed this back up to 3, and we're going to see what happens. Me telling them that we can get this Caitlyn, hitting my gold card, and quickly picking her up. We're going to see the other Twisted Fate, and I'm going to sit here and slowly progress on their turrets. And by turrets, I mean nothing. Small team fight does erupt here. They do go after me, and I retreat with my Lichbane activated. We see this Varus. We try and do some damage. I am rifling through my pick a card, trying to get at least a gold card so I can use it to help team fights. Varus getting picked up by Caitlyn's ultimate after he fires from the mist, and hitting with my red card. Mundo walks out while everyone goes in there and does some damage. Garen spinning, trying to do some damage, landing an ignite on Mundo. The Caitlyn taking some damage as I'm running around like a madman, throwing my card in there to do some damage and attempting to pick up some minions. Now, right now it's really just idle downtime. Alright, we do destroy a turret down here as Shaco goes and picks it up, but really is being a waste to his team right now. Throwing in my cards, doing some damage, Fiora juggernauting through everything, and Mundo, I don't know why we kept focusing the tank. We quickly kill both Mundo and Twisted Fate. We start attacking the turret. I am not really that low, although turret does land some pretty nice hits on me as I go back. And I realize that there's a Shaco here. I'm going to start attacking the Shaco, and the Shaco's going to come after me. It's kind of obvious which one's the real Shaco. I do kill one Shaco, but he blinks. I use my Zhonya's Hourglass right here as my team comes to save me from this Shaco. That is one of the uses I love about that. And Fiora going under turret, trying to get that Shaco. Shaco blinks, but it doesn't matter, because we win. If you enjoy the content provided, leave a like. If you want to stay current, subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later.
Victory!